Cool clouds meant 35+ knots of pumping conditions for the women and men of the Qatar Airways GKA Big Air Kite World Championships Gran Canaria 2024. Jamie Overbeek and Pippa van Iersel came into the final stop confident, having won in France with hopes of winning the title.
It kind of surprised me the last event that I won it, but I worked super hard for it, and it was really a spot that suited me. So it was nice that I won that event.
Yeah, I won the last one, which is a good start, obviously. And I've been training my ass off in between events, getting ready, feeling super fit and good. So I'm for sure gonna give my all to go for the title here.
But after the first airs were launched, it was obvious their paths to glory would be no cakewalk. Local Canarian Jeremy Berlando set the tone of the event on day one, maxing out his altitude by hitting 15.3 meters on the surfer app used to record the riders' jumps. Big air isn't just big hang time anymore. Judges this year were looking for aggression and tricks at full height. And it was Lorenzo Casati with the day's top combined heat score of 23.10 who showed explosive technical airs. Overbeek was still leading the charge to the World Big Air title heading into the finals day with consistent jumps and smooth landings. It was high stakes for the women on day one, with the round one winners going straight to the semifinals. Stamping her name on day one was Francesca Maiani, a title contender who went totally horizontal in a 12.9 meter air. The final women's heat of the day was a showdown of top big air rider Van Iersel and Zara Hugenrad. Only one would secure her semifinal spot. It was Hugenrad who demanded her spot in the semifinals. The Dutch rider stuck a 12.3 meter double kite loop to earn an 8.53 score and ended up with a near perfect combined heat score of 19.93, destroying Van Iersel's hopes for a world title. The women's finals was a two-rider race for the title between Zara Hugenrad and Francesca Maiani. Lana Herman and Alice Rougiu rounded out the heat. The lead changed with each massive jump, with Maiani taking control late in the finals. With only one jump left, Hugenrad popped an outrageous 9.53 point kite loop forward roll, a double boogie loop, for the first time in women's big air competition. Launched into first by just over a point, she secured both the event win and became the Qatar Airways GKA Big Air Twin Tip Kite Women's World Champion 2024.
Yeah, it was a very emotional week for me because my grandma passed away and I felt really bad to not be there for my family because the funeral was actually today. But they were all like, you have to stay here and you have to fight for the World Championship if you to become world champion. And then one of my closest friends, Natalie, she was also injured, and I said to her, okay, I'm gonna fight for the both of us. And it was also my best friend's birthday, Rose. So I had three things to fight for, which at the end paid off.
The script was flipped for Overbeek on finals day in the men's group. Eliminated in the semifinals, he needed the chips to fall his way in the finals to mathematically win the overall world title, but he was out of luck. With the Casati brothers, Lorenzo and Leonardo, Jeremy Berlando and Stino Mull in the finals, the title was up for grabs. Judges asked for extremity and they got it. Lorenzo Casati and Mull exchanged giant kite loop back rolls with board off until Berlando hit his stride in the final jumps. With one attempt left and 1 point out of the lead, Berlando took the clutch shot and nailed a 19.2 meter jump with a contra loop front roll, finished with a tic-tac to become the Qatar Airways GKA Big Air Twin Tip Kite Men's World Champion 2024.
I was present, you know. I was not in the future, not in the past. I was just in that moment and I was telling myself, do it. You know how to do the tricks. Just keep chill and do whatever you can, you know. And that's how it all turned out, you know. I just landed it almost perfect and I was like, all right, now whatever the judge put me as a scorer will decide if I'm a world champion or not, you know.
The containers were covered in dust and kiters were still riding in the sunset as the Qatar Airways GKA Big Air Kite World Championships 2024 came to a close. There's plenty of progression left in Big Air, and a new generation set the bar high for 2025.